Hope you don't mind. I'm driving while we talk because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on live a little bit later. I'm mad I came all the way over here and they did not have what I needed. Shout out to Bay. But anyways, happy Tuesday, y'all. I am back with another one for you. If you don't know me, it's my first time, or your first time seeing me. My name is Sierra Janae, wife of mom of two. And I help moms make money online. So if you are a mama, this live is for you. My channel is for you, sis. Check me out. First of all, I first wanted to kind of just tell y'all, like, if you are getting ready to go into 2026, sis, and you stressed out, and you like, man, I just wish God would send me an opportunity, a way to make money. Trust me, sis, there are so many things that you can do. Literally, hopefully, it's not gonna be too shaky, y'all. Um, that you can do absolutely for free. But I help you do a little bit of both. So I'm kind of gonna talk about that as I drive, and of course, my son. Out of all, I was just at the goddamn mall. I could have grabbed some Chick-fil-A when I was at the mall, son. Jesus. Um, but girl, so first of all, you have free access. You have resources that y'all, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta spend some money to make some money if you're trying to make life changing money. But I try to always, try to let you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. Thank you, Brianna. How are you, sis? So the first thing I'm gonna say, look, is girl, you got access to Chat GPT, you got access to Canva. Those are two free tools that you can do. Now, look, I'm gonna give you some free games, so you better listen, you better take notes, okay? I know a lot of people come back and watch the lives, so I know I be talking real fast. Y'all be saying, can you slow down? I'm like, girl, I don't really feel like I talk that fast. But sis, the biggest way or the fastest way that you're gonna make a lot of money fast is you need to solve a problem. You need to solve a problem. So again, even if you're not paying for ChatGPT, girl, go on to ChatGPT and I want you to type this in because a lot of people think that ChatGPT is a search engine when in reality, sis, that's your motherfucking assistant. Okay, and people need to understand that. But go on and be like, hey, I'm a mom. Could you give me the top 5 problems or 5 things that moms struggle with, are currently struggling with? Okay, literally go into ChatGPT and type that in. Okay, and then when it gives you, because I know it's going to give you some great answers, right? I want you to go a little bit further now. I want you to say, okay, now which one of these are highly profitable digital products? Okay, now I know you probably thinking like, okay, girl, I don't know what a digital product is. I don't know how to do it. Calm down. I got you. Okay. Let ChatGPT do the work. Okay. Now, but I want you to put your spank on. I want you to put your sauce on. All right. I want you to say after it says which one is, the most profitable or whatever like that, it is probably going to say like, something to do with time. Moms struggle with a lot of time. Uh, Moms also struggle with like organization. Moms struggle with just wanting to be able to make more money without having to get a second job, right? Those are probably going to be the things that pop up, or whatever, whichever one you resonate with the most, right? Now, I want you to go on Google, you can go on Reddit, you can go on YouTube, and I want you to start like typing in how to or mom, okay? And see what comes up for you, okay? All those things that are coming up for you, that's going to help you be able to decide which digital product that you want to do. Again, you ain't spend no money. It's absolutely free. You can do this from scratch. Okay. You can also go on sites like Etsy, Pinterest, and again, type in the keyword mom, type in how to, and see what moms are currently searching for. And whatever they're searching for, that's what you're going to make your digital product around. I guarantee you, whatever you ask Chat GPT, like, what were the most profitable niches, it's going to be surrounded around that. If you an Etsy girl, you can do Etsy. Now, Etsy, as far as selling products on there is a fee for that. I highly recommend that you get started with a website called Beacons. Okay, Beacons is a free site that you'll be able to actually be able to post your digital products on and be able to collect your payment. Okay. Now, here's the thing: a lot of people feel like, oh my god, like I gotta, how much am I gonna sell my digital products for? And people freak out. Don't worry about this. All income is good income. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if you are a complete beginner, and you really don't know what you're doing, and you're kind of going this route, by all means start off listing your digital product, a little bit lower. Okay. Now, again, ask yourself before you list a digital product, would I buy this shit? Would I pay this amount for it? That's really, really important because if you wouldn't, don't be trying to come out the gate and be like, okay, I'm gonna charge $100 for this ebook that I just had ChatGPT put together for me. You didn't even proofread it. We can't do that. We can't do that. It's important that it's cool if you use ChatGPT to outline your stuff and everything like that, but go in there, change the wording, make sure it sounds like you, right? It's very important that you actually read. If you have ChatGPT put together a little time chart or something like that, make sure the words are spelled correctly, sis. Okay, again, but all this shit is free. You ain't spent no money. You ain't did nothing. Okay, now after you do that, all you're going to do is take your social media. Now, if you want to use your current social media, you can do that. If you want to start a brand new social media page, you can do that. I personally recommend getting started with YouTube because YouTube pushes small creators. It's not that big on like competition like TikTok or whatever like that. And YouTube Shorts, I don't care. You literally can post your very first short and it will get 1,000 views if you use the right tags, if you use the right keywords. So you can do something like that. Okay. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna film everyday moments, right? Film everyday things that you're doing. When you're dropping the kids off, that's a video, okay? Obviously, you're gonna like romanticize what you're doing, okay? We want to make it fun. We don't want to have an awkward, moment of you setting up the camera, whatever. We're gonna delete that out, okay? Now on YouTube, YouTube has a create. They just launched their editing app. It's called YouTube Create, so you can edit in there. You can edit in CapCut. Use the free version. All this stuff is free. Again, you ain't spending no money, sis. I'm trying to put you on game, okay? But you're gonna film little moments like that, but you're gonna start putting text on the screen. Now, if you don't feel comfortable or you feel like you don't know what to say, you're gonna go back into your chat GPT. Okay. Now, once you decide on whatever product it was or whatever like that, in that same I call them tabs. I mean, whatever you want to call your chat GPT, I have my tabs organized inside of my community. I'll show you how to like organize your tabs. That way you're not repeating yourself or in chat GPT kind of knows what you're doing, especially if you're using a free version. Because if you start a new tab, it can give you the same idea again, and it ain't gonna make sense if we don't want to do that. So I want you to go back into that tab. Now, whatever digital product you had ChatGPT create for you, now I want you to say, hey, give me some viral scroll stopping hooks that will stop people literally in their tracks and really make cold leads want to buy my product. Okay. ChatGPT is literally going to give you hooks that you need to put on your video now. You can ask for 30, 20, whatever you want to do. That's completely up to you. If you want to ask for one, cool. I always say at least ask for 10 because we want to work smarter, not harder. And we want to have options, right? Again, just because ChatGPT gives you this stuff, should I go this way? I feel like I should go this way. Just because ChatGPT gives you this stuff, that does not mean you have to use it word for word. Okay, you can switch it up, put your own little vibe on it, put your own little mix on it. Okay, don't be trying to copy word for word. Make sure it sounds like you. Okay, now you're gonna put that on your video. The video literally can only it can be 3 seconds long, 5 seconds long, 7 seconds long. You ain't gotta do no 30-second video. Okay, I'm talking about straight to the point. You driving, me driving like this, y'all. This is a video. Again, you dropping the kids off. Okay, showing mom life. All right, your product is based around mom life. Okay, because you looked up on ChatGPT, you said, what are 5 profitable niches for moms? Okay, so let's pull it all together, right? Now, again, with that being said, you're gonna upload these videos 3 times a day. 3 times a day, okay? So again, them days where you be looking real cute, you out, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how sometimes we be looking dusty and crusty, that's fine. But them days that you pull it together, baby, I want you to set your camera up. A lot of y'all use what's it called? Snapchat clips of yourself because we're gonna use those, okay? Now, with that also being said, when you upload it onto YouTube, because I want you to use 7 seconds or less, you can literally use any song on YouTube and you won't get copyrighted. You won't have any problems or whatever like that. But you're gonna post 3 shorts a day. You're gonna post 3 shorts a day. It's really easy to do. If you need like a tutorial or whatever like that, I got you. Let me know. Hit me up. But you're gonna repeat and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And people are gonna start. Well, let me just say this. So on top of you putting that hook on your video, I want you to also go back into Chat GPT, y'all. I'm sorry, I left some steps out. I want you to also go back into Chat GPT and I want you to tell it to write you a caption. A caption for you. Now, if we're just talking YouTube now, girl, if you want to be an Instagram girl, be an Instagram girl. If you want to be a TikTok girl, be a TikTok girl. But I'm speaking just for YouTube shorts because I want you to get pushed as soon as possible. I want you to get views as soon as possible. Okay. I don't want you to have to go through 2,000, whatever, what they be saying, 200 view jail, all that. We ain't doing none of that, okay? That's why we sticking with YouTube Shorts. Now, with YouTube Shorts, your caption is a little bit different from the TikToks, from the Instagram, okay? It can't exceed 100 characters, right? And I want you to always, 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 and again, I'm giving you free games, sis, always use the hashtag shorts in your title, no matter what. Always put it at the end, but always use hashtag shorts. So literally, say you got your digital product, okay, again, let's say we're going with like a time management, time savings little chart or whatever like that's cute little guide. Again, it's in Chat GPT, it's gonna explain to you once you have picked out your digital product, like to go into Canva, you'll beef it up, make it cute or whatever like that. I'm sure you know how to use templates, y'all. It's 2025. Y'all should know how to use Canva templates, okay? They free. If you don't know how to use templates, let me know. I got you. I help you, okay? Now you can do that. And again, try to tie everything back in together. Okay, this is where people be fucking up. People try to come out the gate and be all over the place. I want you to pick 2 or 3 colors that you always want to use. That's always going to be your font color. I want you to pick those colors because you're also going to put them on your Beacons website as well. But again, ain't none of this costing you no money. Ain't none of this costing you no money. Okay. But again, all you're going to be doing is uploading these videos every single day, and you're going to use ChatGPT to help you write your hook that's going to go on the actual video. This video only has to be, like I said, no more than 7 seconds, because we want to use the music. We want to work smart, not hard, and have to like edit in CapCut and do all that. Now, again, if you're a little bit advanced, you can edit in CapCut, add your music there. You can extract audio, but I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to do too much. I want to simplify the process for you, okay? And you're gonna mix it up. Now, every day you're not gonna be like, hey, you should buy my product, you should buy my product. I ain't saying that, okay? You're gonna literally, if I'm driving, I would say, hey, if my only I'm just thinking something random, y'all, off the top of my head. Moms could be making anywhere from, depending on what your product is, let's just say maybe your product's $50, maybe it's $27, okay? Mom, did you know that you could be making an extra let me just think of a number. I can't do the math in my head, but 25 times 4 is $100. Hey, moms, did you know you could be making extra $100 a day? If you want to learn how, if you want to know how, comment this word. Okay, that's what's going to be on your video, and ChatGPT is going to tell you this too. All right, people gonna start commenting this word because they're like, yeah, shit, I want how. Yeah, absolutely. I want to make $100. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then you're gonna explain to them, right? Hey, this is how you can do it. They can hit you up via email, or you just gonna have in your bio on YouTube, have them go straight to your bio. Now, I know this sounds like a lot, and it sounds like it's a little too much, right? It sounds like, man, damn, it's an extra this step, that step, that step, that step. But that's the freeway. And again, like I said earlier, you got to spend money to make money. Now, instead of doing all of that and everything that I just told you, you could also get a done for you digital product. And literally all that work is done for you. You have digital products done for you. You have a system that's done for you that shows you how to market, that shows you how to do this. You ain't got to do none of this on your own. You ain't got to figure out none of it on your own. You'll be a part of a community of like-minded moms who are trying to figure out this thing just like you. Even I tell, people don't be believing me. I've made over $300,000 in 17 months as a complete beginner, but I'm also in the process of scaling my business to $1 million. So I created a community because although I just gave you all those steps and you can definitely follow them, right? You know, it gets frustrating after a while because at the end of the day, sometimes when we try something new, sometimes when we do things that we've never done before, you immediately have this confidence thing, right? You immediately have this thing of like, man, I don't know, is people gonna really like my product? I gotta bake my product. Damn, I ain't got no testimonies to my product. Is people really gonna buy this? So instead of you having to do all of that, sis, instead of you having to do any of that, okay, I did it for you. I did it for you, and I created a community. It's called the Mompreneur Method. I literally took everything that I learned that helped me scale my business to over $300,000. I put it inside plus more. I've been able to help so many other students. So is the light out? What's going on over here, y'all? I've been able to help so many other students, not just moms, but men, young ladies, older people. It does not matter, but they all locked in and learn a system. So again, you can definitely do it the hard way, the free way, and that's fine. Okay, and it might take some time. You're gonna definitely have to take some time to build up like some momentum. But and I just like to be honest with people, right? You don't have to get on live or anything like that. You can definitely do all of this from social media because that's free advertising. You don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to do any of that. But why do all of that when you don't have to, sis? Why not just sell something that people are already want? People want to learn skills. Moms want to learn how to market. Moms want to learn how to, get brand deals and things like that. So again, instead of you having to do the work, because I used to be one of the type of people like, oh shit, I just do it. I can do it myself. I ain't about to pay nobody. I can figure this out myself. It gets frustrating after a while. And then as you're a mom trying to do all this in the midst of mom life, your wife, whatever, right? The kids got sports and things like that. You trying to figure out all this on your own, you're gonna get burnt out. I'm gonna be honest with you. You are. Now again, if you ain't got nothing to do or whatever like that, you want to do it the freeway, again, sis, I'm not knocking you. Try it, okay? But who wants to waste time when you can look up and I've had students that literally got my program and sold it in 2 days. So again, you can do that. You can take the easy route and you can literally get started for $41. So with no credit check, and you're actually going to learn. There's a lot of programs and there's a lot of, and this is no shade or whatever like that, but I'm really big on actually helping people, actually giving people the knowledge that they need, not no just quick fix. Oh, just try to sell, you know what I mean? Just to sell it, just to be selling. No, I want you to actually get the value so you can learn. So if you decide, if you want to branch off and do your own thing, maybe you want to create your own community one day, whatever, right? You can do all of that. But why work harder when you don't have to? Okay. So again, inside of my community, I talk about branding, marketing, and I put the training in podcast style learning because I had noticed that when I started mentoring a lot of people, they were getting started with the course that I got started with. And, even though I was seeing success with it, they weren't like picking up on the information. So I basically kind of just translated the information the way that I received it. And I noticed, like, I was sending like my students like voice memos and things like that, like, look at it like this or do it like this. And a lot of them were moms. And I noticed that the moment that I started doing that, they started taking off and they started understanding the information. So inside of my community, I'm really big on like no fluff, like let's get straight to the point. This is how you understand this. This is how you do this, and let's get to it. You're not qualified, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not too late, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You can use what you already have. You don't have to transform into this different person in order to do this. It's already within you, sis. And that's why I wanted to create something that was very niche down. Obviously, it's called the Mompreneur Method, so it's only for moms, right? Because again, like moms don't realize that you already have all this within you, sis. We are problem solvers. We solve problems every goddamn day. I tell people all the time, I didn't want to be nobody mom. Okay. I was terrified. I didn't have no support. I didn't have no community. And I was terrified to be a mom, but I figured it out. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is the same thing, sis. If you can be a mom, if you can run motherhood like you do, and I know sometimes it be ghetto, girl, it do. It be real ghetto over here, real ghetto, right? You can figure out having a business and being able to live a life of freedom, being able to live a life being stress free. All like y'all, I've been out shopping pretty much all this morning, and I've already made $3,000. $3,000 because I have digital assets that make me money while I'm doing things, while I'm out with my kids, while I'm out shopping, while I'm doing things that I have to do anyway. And then I also turn around and just feel my everyday moments. I don't have no fist. I set my phone up, maybe give me a cute little shot, little 1 2 1 2, film that, boom, educate my audience, motivate my audience, and that's where the sales come from. It again, I do get on live pretty often. That's just something that I like to do because I don't post content all the time, right? So I kind of rely on lives to also kind of bring in sales. I have some students where they never get on live and all they do is just post the content, like I was saying. So it's definitely up to you. Inside of the program, I teach you all that. I literally teach you how to film your content. I teach you what to talk about, all of that. So you literally are not left alone. And if you are someone that's just like, hey, I have no intention of ever creating anything, I don't want to, since you don't have to, because like I said, I did it all for you inside of my program. So if you are a mom, you've been looking for a way to make passive income, you don't want to get a second job, you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck, and I highly encourage you to join the Mompreneur Method. I'm really big on support. And I'm just one of them type of people. Like I just love to see all moms win because it's enough for all of us. Okay, it truly is. Like, baby, I tell people all the time, like, y'all, I have students, like, still to this day, it really shocks my mind because I once had this, like, just small mindset of thinking, like, man, is anybody going to buy from me? Or are they going to buy from me? You got to get out of that. And I'm real big on mindset. We talk about all that in there plus more. So again, like I said, y'all, I wasn't going to be on here long. I'm about to grab these kids something to eat. Out of all things, I was just literally, my son is, I'm sorry, he just kind of pissed me off. I literally was at the mall and I said, son, do you want me to grab you something to eat? You know what he says? No, mom, I'm good. Now that I all the way, let me see, child, they about to get some damn McDonald's. Because I was just at Chick-fil-A. I'm not about to go back to Chick-fil-A. But yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm let me see. Hey Siri. It's my phone silent. Text Sunshine. I'm just gonna grab y'all some McDonald's. Cause that's what I'm not about to go to Chick-fil-A. It's lunchtime too. Yeah, yeah. Let me order this on the app. But yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I see how I'm living my life right now. But yeah, so I try to get on here every day to answer questions. I'm sorry, that just really irritated me. I try to get on here every day to answer questions, really just to help mamas out. Okay, like sis, I just want you to know because I know, like I said, I know a lot of people come back and watch the live. I know a lot of people, be scared to say anything, and that's fine, right? But nothing ever is going to change in your life if you don't bet on yourself. You. There's nothing more important than investing in yourself. You know what I mean? And I once was a person, like seriously, y'all, went from being on a job that I was so miserable on that I really thought that like I was going to be there for 30, 40, 50 years. Like seriously, because that was literally like my first job, to like just finally saying, you know what, I'm fed up. I'm going to figure this out and I'm going to do something else. And yeah, it's gonna be scary. Yeah, it's gonna make me uncomfortable, but I'm gonna do it because I want different results and I want to live a different life. Damn it! And like I said, it was terrifying. My family didn't support me. My friends at the time, kind of like weren't supportive or whatever like that. And I get that. That's very discouraging, right? But again, I wanted something for myself. So I decided to invest in me. And literally from the moment that I actually locked in, and don't get me wrong, I definitely have had some hard days. I definitely have had some $0 days. Like this is not like, oh, I make money every single day. Like for the most part, I usually do. But I mean, there's oh shit. Okay. Sir, you didn't have to get over. But I just like to be very real. Some days I have $0 days, y'all. But then some days I have like a day like this. It's 12 o'clock and I've already made $3,000. So again, this is definitely a business of people say passive income. I really don't like to call it that because you got to put in the work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Posting content and stuff like that, it's not hard to do, and that's why I'm really big on filming my everyday moments. I'm not trying to put on no production or nothing like that. Maybe we're gonna use what the hell we got, okay? Because what? Like, we're not doing that. But I enjoy what I do. I get paid to take myself out to eat. I get paid to do things that I was gonna do anyway with my kids. And you, mama, you should be doing the exact same thing. Okay. I ain't better than you. I ain't better than you. And if I could do this, you can do this too. So if you want help, if you want support, when you get started with me, one thing, because I know a lot of people be shy in the beginning, they be scared, girl. I give you a 30-day content plan. Literally, I show you what to post, what not to post. We go over that, all of that together. You get my phone number because I want you to be successful. Okay. I don't be playing about my people. I'm gonna get on your nerves. I'm big on holding my people accountable. And again, this is not no overnight success. Again, there has been some people that, they've taken off in a day or two, but I always like to tell people realistically. And that's why I try to work with you for 30 days straight. I also will set up your website for you. So if you feel like you're not a techie person or whatever, I just want you to get to posting the content so you can start generating this income. Okay. And again, inside of the program is podcast style learning. So you don't have to like sit there and be locked in on the screen. I know how moms, we don't have time to do that. Oh damn, it is a Chick-fil-A right here. I guess I can go to Chick-fil-A. Damn it. Oh, my son better be lucky I love him, child. I'm sorry, y'all. Again, I'm mom life over here. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm sorry, y'all, that I had to rush this live again. I got about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I got to go get them some food, and I actually have a call that I have to get on at 1 o'clock. But again, if you have any questions, y'all, don't be afraid to get started. Knowledge is power, y'all, and knowledge can really change your life. High income skills can really change your life because nobody can take them away from you. It's cute and all going back and saying, "Oh, I'm going back to school," but you don't even know what the hell you're going back to school for, right? You're gonna turn around and get yourself in all this debt, have these student loans, and then that's gonna be a thing that holds you back. Why not learn a skill that is very lucrative, that is really changing so many people's lives? Because now that social media is literally taking over, AI is taking over, you need to hop on that because you never know. Next year you might look up and AI might take your job. So why not have an asset that you can make, that you can sell over and over and over and over and over? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? And again, the fact that you can get started for $41, it literally is a steal. It literally is a steal. You're not gonna regret it. None of that. Okay. Well, I should go to Costco, shouldn't I? I should definitely go to Costco. Oh, Jesus. But all right. What is going on? Okay. But all right, y'all. I'm about to go grab this food. If y'all got any questions, everything will be linked down below. You can click my bio on YouTube. It'll take you straight to my website there. Like I said, it's called the Mompreneur Method. Sis, if you're still on the fence, which I don't know why you are, because I literally just gave you free game. Okay. Literally just gave you free game, sis. You can download the sneak peek. I have a free sneak peek on my website. So download it, check it out. I'm telling you, once you check out the sneak peek, sis, you're gonna want to be a part of the community. I would love to see you in the community today, girl, and get you started. So let me know. I know I just had somebody by NPM. So I'm a text me if you did, if it was somebody out of this live, text me real quick and I will try to have you have something set up before after. It'll have to be after 1 o'clock. But if you do get in tonight, girl, every Tuesday we have our live Q&A call. And I'm there where I answer questions. I help you with your strategy. I do Instagram audits, whatever your page audits, and it's just a good vibe, okay? And we pour into each other. I pour into my students, they pour into me. And then on Saturdays, I also have a masterclass that I do every Saturday morning. It's called Selling Mama Saturday, where I literally help you successfully sell the program. So I give you the skills that you need. I'm literally sharing with you my personal strategy, y'all. I make 10K pretty much on average every month from my digital products. So if I can do that, y'all can do that too. Okay. So again, if you have any questions, hit me up, sis. I'm always here to help. And don't be afraid just to ask, okay? Like, don't be afraid. But again, sis, if you want to do it the freeway, do it the freeway. Try it out. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you, you're going to be mad because that's what I tried to do. And I wasted so much time, so much energy for nothing, okay? But all right, y'all, I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. What is going on? I hope these people is all right, okay? What's going on? All right, y'all. Bye.